Okay, guys, I don't know how well you're gonna see this. I'll try and move the camera back and forth. But yeah, when we start our camping season and stuff like that, we're gonna vlog the trip, getting there, getting back, different experiences. You're gonna see all types of stuff. Because we're gonna do some summer camping, which is the hottest camping. We're gonna do some winter camping and stuff like that. So yeah, but let's get into the video right now. We have a lot going on. Let me get this out the way. So we got a lot going on. This box has been opened already. Let me get my keys. And of course, I got old trusty Red here. And this is become my video workplace, if you will. So we're gonna get started on this. I don't know where to put my cigar right now. Oh, I got a place. Kind of really brought it out for the mosquitoes and just to keep up smoke. But anyway, it's humid where we are right now. And it's interesting, but a lot of the things that people are very interested in, especially new people and my new camping people and people who come out for camping instruction and stuff like that, is oddly, it's not always the tent. The tent's usually the second issue. The most primary issue is the crappers, as you saw in the video, that I titled. But anyway, everybody's asking about the crappers, where are the restrooms? How are they? How do you go to the bathroom? So we're going to talk about a couple of ways to do that. Well, there are a lot of ways to do that. We're going to talk about the most convenient ways for new campers and glampers. One, of course, there's the old reliable porta potties. Two, campsites have porta potties and showers and toilet facilities that you can use that are usually very clean and neat. And you know what? I want to ask y'all in the comments, because here's the thing that I've noticed that's been talked about quite a bit, is the fact that, is it true that women's restrooms are nastier than men's restrooms? Comment below and let me know. I have been to festivals. I have been to a lot of places. We've done festivals. We've rented porta potties. We've had to use porta potties. And I have to say, the ones that, in my experience, that we've had to clean, my wife and I, or had to have service, were typically the female ones. I've heard a lot of chatter that women's restrooms are just, I don't know. I never would believe that. I would think women's restrooms would always smell great, be neat, and nah. But you guys let me know in the comments. So again, I've opened this box. This box has been open for months. I don't know what's in it. I don't know how to put this thing together. We're gonna see. I know that it was rated for 400 pounds. And let's just get into the box. Okay, get that out the way for right now. Here it is. This is on Amazon, and it's a foldable toilet, right? So this looks like, oh, this is your toilet lid, right? Open it up. I see you. I shall see you. Don't want to smell you, but I see you. Okay, so that's that. This looks like probably the bag you carry it in, huh? So let's open this up. Yeah, this video is going to be a little long because I got a couple of crappers to get through. So if y'all don't want to stay for the video, just leave now. But it's going to be a little long. You know my videos can get a little long. And primarily because I don't pre-script anything or anything like that. No, actually, I was wrong. These are the toilet insert bags. So you put your waste in these bags. Your waste, your pee-pee, and your poo-poo goes in these bags. Now, you have some options for that. They have, like last time we went camping, my wife and I used the blue gel stuff for our bags. And we didn't use compost, but you can use compost, wood chips, kitty litter. and you collect it in this bag, and then you dump it, right? You tie the knot in the bag and you do your business. I would suggest after a couple of uses, get rid of them. And let me tell you why. If you have these in your tent, or you have a toilet tent, which we're going to get into some of those too. You know, if you go back in my videos, you'll see one of the first toilet tents we had. But they can also, you know, the fumes from this and stuff like that. Remember, this is waste coming out of you, and it could cause virus. It could cause a lot of things. So you want to change these every so often. You don't want to leave them and keep using the same bag through the whole 3-day camp out or 4-day camp out or whatever you're doing. If it's overnight thing, no problem, you know. But I would suggest if you use it a couple of times within a day or two, pull the bag, close it up, and get rid of it, put a fresh bag in there, and try and sanitize your tent, okay? So that's what these are, the crapper bags. So I'm gonna keep this bag because I'm gonna need something to keep them in. But you can get the little gel tablets and stuff like that, the little blue gel tablets, kind of like the same stuff you find in the portable porta potties and stuff like that. And you can put that in these bags as well, and that helps to keep down odor and stuff like that. So it looks like you fold this out. Can you guys see this? I'm folding it out. I'm folding it out. And it's got little notches here on the end. You see those right up in here? And this notch fits up in it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, push, push, and this comes up, folds up, trying to get it to fold up. And there we go. We have assembled the box. This is another lid. Oh, the toilet lid. So this is the bottom of the, come on man. This is the bottom of the box. I told y'all this wasn't scripted, didn't I? Let me get this in there. The one side went in great. No, okay, there we go. So you see it's got two handles here that you can carry, right? If you have to carry it, you know, what have you. We're gonna flip it this way. Why? Because this is the sitting part, right? I assume this is the sitting part. Yeah. This little flapper connects into the bottom here. Let me show you. Two little holes. I don't know if you can you guys see those holes? Like they're two. See, yeah, kind of see the light coming through there. These little holes here, right? So this flapper fits in those holes. I'm thinking because the way it looks. Hold on, guys. Again, this is not scripted. Okay. Let me try something here. I mean, it's curved this way. That's not the way. We're gonna get it. See? This is another reason. I am a prime example right now of why you test all your gear before you go out with it. Test all your gear before you go out with it. So it doesn't seem like this is the way. And guess what it doesn't have? Directions, right? But I mean, why would it? Why would it have directions? So I'm not wasting time and footage, guys. I'm gonna pause this and come right back when I figure it out. Okay, so figured it out. The bag goes in here, you open it up and you put it around the top. What I thought was the bottom is the top. You put this on top, open it up. Here's your toilet seat, and you handle your business. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right? It's got a wide enough opening for you to handle whatever. So your solids and your liquids are going to go in here, right? In the bag. Now, what I found interesting about this setup is, remember the little flap? Here it is. So I don't know if this is a flap for you to take your waste bag out from the bottom, or is it a flap for maybe if you have like a little kid or something and you turn it the other way? And I don't think that's what it is, but I'm thinking it's a waist flap where you reach in and you push it up, or you take out your bag. Again, it has no directions, so I can't thoroughly tell you. But what I will tell you is the other way is the right way. You know, if you guys can see, there's a little flap. It looks like it's another toilet seat there, right? It's got a little hole in it. So looks like just a little trap door that you can pull stuff through or what have you. I could have it in here the wrong way. I was thinking about flipping it around and just seeing, you know, but there's absolutely no directions to it at all. There's nothing. There's nothing in the box. As Bo Winkle says, there's nothing up my sleeve. But what we do know is the bag goes here. This goes on top, and it supports up to 400 pounds. And right now it's about, where's my tape measure so we can tell you how tall it is. Okay, we're looking at, to the toilet seat, around about 15 inches, 15 and a, well, to the very top, we could go about 16 and a half. To the very top, 16 and a half. Right? How wide is it? We're looking at roughly about 15 and a half wide. So it's kind of the same. It's just a cube, but that's it. Any difference in the top here? That shouldn't matter. We're around about 16 here from the top, you know, the toilet top or what have you. So yeah, that is very interesting. That is very interesting. But yep, that's how she works. It did not come with a bag. That would have made it even better if it came with a bag, you know, that you can put this thing away with. We got this off of Amazon. These little notches right here, oh, I'll show you once you just push them in. See, there are little notches right here that you can just push in, and it'll allow it to collapse, you know, fold in on itself. Fold in on itself, or maybe these should have fell in first. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Nope, I was right. So, bop, 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 bop. And this just goes over it. And here's the whole thingamajig, or whatever you want to call it, the whole toilet. So, yeah, I'm just kind of upset that it didn't come with a bag, you know, a carrying bag. So yeah, everything folds up like that, and then you just put this seat on the bottom and you carry it with you and put it in whatever. It probably could be folded better, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna put it back in this plastic because I do believe that I folded it slightly wrong, but I want to get through this video. So so we can move on. We can move on. You know, like our bowels, we got to move on, right? So there, and the toilet bags, right? So that's one down. This one, my wife doesn't like the whole mulchy thing jig, you know, where you put the mulch in the kitty litter. I, for one, hey, whatever gets it out of me and I can walk around like, whew, for me, I don't care, right? So let's open this one up. And I mean, guys, it is hot out here, man. It is humid today. So, take this trusty pocket knife. Always cut away from you. Don't do what I just did. And it looks like we get a rain droplet, so this video may get cut real short. Now, if it starts raining, I might move it into the garage, but looks like we're getting a few little droplets out here. So as you see, this is from Vibor. Vibor is running the game now, man. Do you think they're gonna put Harbor Freight out of business? Because I heard they're getting ready to open up some chain stores. So it's gonna be interesting. And they said they're gonna carry a lot more things than Harbor Freight. Because we still got a little time on this to return it if we don't like it. I'm not gonna tear up the box. I'm gonna try and do this as neatly as possible. I'm gonna lay it to the side here. And we're gonna pull. And we're gonna pull. Something else I don't see directions in. But I guess they say, what do you need to know? You sit and you poop, right? So, alright, so we're gonna flip her over. This is a 450 pounder because why? We're big people. This toilet takes solids and liquid, right? Oh yes, and look, here's the toilet seat. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys in a second. So this is the seat. Comes down like that, and we do have instructions. They're inside. Good old Vibor, right? So it says during use, place the product on a flat surface. Right? There's a handle right here in the front. You open the handle. It says after you open the handle, open the seal. Open the seal cover before use. Do not lean against the seat cover to avoid injury. You know, so there's a little pump right here that you pull up. See what I just did? I just pulled it up right here. That's what they want you to pull up. So you pull up to flush the toilet and all that good stuff. Okay, waste disposal. You would unsnap these on the bottom. And I've gotten ahead of this video, haven't I? Yep. I was kind of concerned about the rain, but it looks like the sun is coming back out. So I'll slow down now. All right. So here's the filler port for the tank. You know, for your water. You fill this with water. This, can you see that in the video? This red one is the waste gate. This is where once you detach this top half, which these are the handles right here, the little things to hold it on. So let me try, because I'm guessing like a mug, right? And I don't want to tear it. Yep, so that looks like it should be the one in the back. I'm sure some of you have already used this toilet and are probably laughing at me right now. Okay, this is the top half of the toilet. This is the doing the business part of the toilet, right? I'm gonna set that there. Here is basically Well, we pull this to allow whatever you did to go down into the waste tank right here. So I'm gonna show you. So when you do your business up here, right? And you pull this up to allow some water in there to rinse out your business. You pull this lever right here, Vivor's branding on it, pull it forward, and it opens up that hatch, see? And this fills. Once this gets full, I'm almost positive, yep, there's gonna be an indicator right here that's gonna let you know where you are with the waste and all of that. I'm almost certain that's what that is. And once it gets full, you got some options. It's got some handles. You can carry it like this. It's not gonna spill. It's not gonna splatter unless you leave this open, you know, and you just carry it. I would say that the issue with this for me, and I don't think it's a bad issue or anything, it's just being lazy, you know, and convenient. I wouldn't even say lazy, just convenient. Finding somewhere to dump it. Depending on the campsites, they have some waste drains where you could dump waste into them or pump waste in. You know, if you go to like an RV one, sometimes they have a guy driving around in a truck. I don't know if he would dump these or suck it out or whatever for you. Or some people, depending on how many days they're gone, they bring it back home and they dump it in their own septic or they dump it in their own toilet. So other options, if there are porta potties out there, you could definitely dump these out into the porta potties. If there are facility toilets on the campsites that you go in, you can dump in those toilets. But I will say this. I've seen people do that before. Don't be a knucklehead and try and dump it all at one time. You pour some, you dump some. It's your poo, it's your pee, it's gonna stink. That's why I say use some of those. Even if you use this, I'm still going to use those little blue gels or powder or whatever to take that odor down. And you pour a little in there, you flush, you wait. You pour some more in there, you flush, you wait. It may take 2 flushes, it may take 3 flushes, it may take 4. I don't know. Depends on how often you use it. But at the end of the day, just don't try and dump it all at one time and try and flush it. And then now you got a toilet with your waste and everything else overflowing into a clean bathroom. And then it's going to end up making it hard on everybody else because some inconsiderate person is going to go in there and do that or mess up the bathrooms. And they may start locking down the bathrooms at a certain time where you can't use them, or they will prohibit you from doing certain things in the bathrooms. So let's not do that. Let's not be those people. And let's get out there and be considerate and right with everybody, right? And do things like that. So that's the only difference. One is going to have, the one I just showed you, the first one, is going to be a mulch situation where you're going to carry a mulch, your kitty litter bag, or the little gel sacks and dump them in there. The little powder that you sprinkle. It's like a little powder that you can sprinkle over your waste. And that'll take down the odor and absorb into your waste. And then you take those bags out. What did I say? Within a day to 2 days, right? You don't want to keep them a long time. And you want to go and dump those bags. Throw them out. You know, just throw them out. They're made to throw out. Just throw them in the garbage. Or you can have this if you want to sit down and comfort and you want to flush and all of that. That's still a good thing. I would recommend, I'm going to build a little platform for mine that's going to probably raise mine up probably about another 8 inches or so. If you have bad knees, and the reason why we got ours as tall as we did is because if you saw our very first toilet camping situation, we had one that was probably not that tall. It was almost maybe a little over a foot, maybe. And it was We used it. It worked. We used the bags. We used the gels. We used all of that. It worked, but it was so low. And if you got bad knees, bad back, and you got to keep getting up from that, that's rough. So I always recommend, if you can, get your little platform, build you one, find something that you can set your toilet on. That's about eight inches. You know, gives you another 8 inches. Because again, when we measured the other one, when we measured the first toilet out here, it was around about 15 and a half inches. So if you gave yourself another 8 to 10 inches, you're sitting pretty good on the throne. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is the reservoir. This is the reservoir where all the water is. This is where all the water is going to be. All the water is going to be in here. All the water is going to be in here. So you're going to put this back on. Turn it around. Drop it into the slots, just like I did. I'll show you again. Lift. You see these little pieces right here? They're going to go into these little slots right here on the side. Let me set this down. Right here. They're going to fit right up in here. And these are just going to lock it into place. And of course, it's going to face towards the little Vivor sign. Right? So, toilet top that you cover your stink up with. Toilet seat. Right? It has some cautions on here. Do not use this toilet on incline. Okay. Common sense, y'all. Don't use the toilet on inclines or anything where you would slide downhill using your crapper, right? This is not to stand on. It's not a stepping stool, right? Do not place more than 150 kilometers on. Wait a minute. Do not place more than 150 kilograms on the toilet at a time. So, don't overload it. So when you get up in here, flush a little bit, you know, let it go down, you know, once you let your water run in there, the water comes in. Remember, you raise this up, water back down, flush, close, right? So basically that is it, guys. This video wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I'm getting ready to lock this thing back in place. It's got like a little spring-loaded type of lock situation. I guess it does, yeah. And it locks it in. There we go. And it locks it in place. And boom. Wait a minute. Why doesn't anything just go like it's supposed to sometimes? There we go. So locks in place. Remember, you have handles to carry your waste. This is water. I don't know how much the tank holds. Let's see if it says here real quick. Rotate right. Let's see if the directions tell us real quick. And Vivor has warranties on this stuff, and you could scan the barcodes and all that. So let's say, do not exceed the max water level. It says 19 liters of 5.0 gallons, right? Or 30 liters, 9 gallons of holding tank. So your fresh water tank, this top tank up here, your fresh water tank is 19 liters, which is 5.0 gallons. Your holding tank is 30 liters and it's 7.9 gallons. That is, your waste. Your waste. And I was wrong on this one. This one holds 330 pounds, which I'm still in there, So it holds 330 pounds. So that's really it. This button here on the front, that I just showed you, releases the air pressure from the pump system. So if it's excess air in there, all you gotta do is just push this and it releases the air. So yeah, reading is fundamental. And that's really about it. If you're interested in this, hit me in the comments. I will put it in the comment section, the link to how we got it, where we got it, and all that good stuff. And as you see, I just kind of went through this, barely reading it, so a lot of it is common sense. But at least you have that much information. If you want to know the measurements on it, I'll give it to you. Let's see what this is standing. See if it's the same. To the top of the toilet seat cover here is 18 inches. From back to front, roughly looks like about the same, 18 inches. Yeah, so, and right here, side to side, is around 13 and a quarter, maybe. Yep, about 13 and a quarter, almost 14. So, there's the measurements. 330 pounds, water pump, water reservoir, waste catchment system. Be clean, be nice, be kind when you go camping. Be considerate of other people, because other people are out there using facilities just like you. Don't dump your waste near streams of water or fresh water. Don't bury it in the ground near any lakes or rivers, anything like that, because we already have enough contamination going on in our world right now. We don't need any more. So take your bags with you, toss them in a garbage can or dumpster. If you're using this, you could take your waste home, pour it down your own toilet, pour it down your own septic and flush it. If you can't, find a porta potty on the property somewhere or a toilet system and dump. If it's a porta potty, you could dump and empty, rinse it out, dump and empty, or you could flush it down the toilet a little bit at a time, not the whole friggin' 30 liters. Pour some, flush some, pour some, flush some until it's empty. Rinse, pour it out, take it back, handle your business. That's all I got on this one. Big and Outdoors. Look for the next one. I'm gonna be doing some more open boxes very soon. I'm sorry. Let me raise you up a little bit because I know y'all I'm tired of just kind of. There we go. So we're gonna be doing some more open boxes and things like that. I got a lot of open boxes to do. So if you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, follow, recommend. I know there are a lot of expert campers out there and expert this and expert that and this and that and yada, yada, yada. Everybody doesn't know what I know. Everybody doesn't know what you know. We're here to share information, share love, share ideas, share camping experiences, fellowship, the whole thing. So let's be kind in the comments. There's a legitimate question, ask it. And definitely, I want to know, are women's restrooms nastier than men's restrooms? Please comment below. So please like, subscribe, and follow. If you guys subscribe more, I will do more. I will do more. If you follow, I will do more. If you give me more likes, I will do more. I will bring you more and more stuff. I'm probably going to do that anyway, but I want to bring you more and more stuff. I'm working out, believe it or not, my channel is real small, but I've actually got some people talking to me about doing some brand stuff. So I'm going to see how that goes soon. We're emailing each other kind of back and forth, and we'll come from there. So adios, y'all.